What if the engine that once held back India's Tejas fighter jets could now become the very technology that frees it from dependence on American engines? This is the question surrounding the Kaveri 2.0, a dramatically re-engineered new version of India's indigenous fighter jet engine that is now being developed around a new 90 kilonewton core. If the Kaveri engine succeeds, its comeback will be similar to Big B in Bollywood. India is also entering into a partnership with France's Safran to develop an even more powerful 120 kilonewton engine for the AMCA Mark II. So two parallel engine projects are taking off simultaneously. But why do we need Kaveri 2.0 when Tejas is already being fitted with the GE F404? India's gas turbine research establishment of the GTRE is developing the Kaveri 2.0. The new 90 kilonewton engine will replace the 85 kilonewton engine or the GE F404 engines after they reach their mid-life replacement cycle in the mid-2030s, thereby reducing further dependence on foreign suppliers. If the program succeeds, the implications could go far beyond Tejas and set the tone for future jet programs of the Indian Air Force. For a country that has already built its own aircraft carriers, nuclear submarines, tanks, fighter jets, and landed a spacecraft on the moon, an indigenous fighter jet engine could be the last step in its defense manufacturing journey. And at this point, Kaveri must get its own documentary on Netflix titled 40 Years Later. This new push comes amid engine delivery delays from GE Aerospace in America. But more importantly, this new development on Kaveri 2.0 engines also comes after the project achieved a major breakthrough just last month. The Kaveri engine project has been stalled for months due to technical constraints, but recently, DRDO took a landmark decision to revive it. But why? The Kaveri 2.0 represents a comprehensive and complete architectural overhaul rather than a simple upgrade of the original design. A completely new core architecture is being developed to achieve higher pressure ratios and improve thermal efficiency, forming the foundation for the new 90 kilonewton thrust target. The Kaveri 2.0 will have advanced single crystal turbine blades. These blades can withstand higher temperatures, enabling greater thrust and improved engine longevity. A modern high-pressure compressor to improve airflow and combustion efficiency, contributing to the target dry thrust of 55 to 60 kilonewton compared to GE F404's 50 kilonewton. The engine is being designed to eventually deliver 90 kilonewton of wet thrust with afterburners, matching the F404's peak performance and approaching the more powerful GE F414's 98 kilonewton slated for the Tejas Mark IIs. Full authority digital engine control systems will optimize performance, fuel efficiency and maintenance diagnostics. Efforts are underway to reduce the engine's weight to around 1,200 kilograms, improving the thrust-to-weight ratio critical for fighter jet maneuverability. The engine is being designed to maintain consistent thrust output even in India's hot climate, addressing a historical weakness of the original Kaveri. GTRE now has few years of development period to make it ready for mass production before the midlife cycle in 2035. According to defense reports, the Kaveri 2.0 will power not only Indian fighter aircraft but also unarmed or unmanned combat platforms or armed drones like the Ghatak, for which the original Kaveri is also being repurposed. This decision also aligns with the Make in India initiative, which aims to reduce dependence on foreign weapon suppliers. The original Kaveri engine, the GTX 35VS, was conceived in 1980s to power India's light combat aircraft of the Tejas, but faced decades of development challenges, including issues with thrust, weight, and high temperature performance. Despite these setbacks, the program laid crucial groundwork in engine technology in India, including high-pressure compressor design and turbine blade materials. Now, leveraging lessons from Kaveri dry engine testbed and technologies from the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft or AMCA engine program, GTRE is confident of engineering a structurally reborn and completely new Kaveri 2.0. Let's also take a look at why the Kaveri 2.0 engines will literally save the Indian Air Force and whether India can trust America as a reliable defense supply. Currently, General Electric F404 engines in Tejas Mk1A deliver around 84 kilonewtons of thrust with the afterburn, but there have been massive delays on the delivery of these GE F404 engines from America. First, the reason was given as pandemic-related supply chain issues, but that excuse has run out of relevance. Now it seems GE Aerospace has also increased its asking price for the F414 engines for the Tejas Mark II, creating another hurdle in Indian Air Force's ambitions. According to reports, at least 30 newly built Tejas Mk1A airframes are ready and parked on the tarmac, awaiting GE F404 engines to power them. Thus, amidst these hurdles, India seeks a homegrown alternative to avoid recurring foreign dependence. And the matter will only grow more urgent in a decade from now. Indian Air Force flies only 30 squadrons compared to the operational need of 42 squadrons needed to face a two-front war against Pakistan and China. MiG-21s have been phased out, the MiG-29s and Jaguars will soon follow, followed by the Mirage 2000 squadrons. Now, India needs new Tejas variants, Rafale, and a fifth-generation stealth fighter to make up these numbers, and all these new jets would need new engines. The Kaveri 2.0 engine can become a savior for the Indian Air Force, along with the HAL Saffron engine being developed for the AMCA Mark II. The Kaveri 2.0 is being positioned as a direct indigenous replacement that can match and outperform the F404's performance while offering better suitability for Indian operational conditions, including high temperature and high altitude environments. The Kaveri Engine project was initially approved 40 years ago in 1986 to power India's LCA aircraft or the Tejas jets. But due to a lack of desired thrust, the HAL opted for the proven American GE F404 engines, which already power fighter jets, the likes of FA-18 Super Hornet, Sweden's Saab Gripen, and the Korean T-50 light fighter. If successful, the Kaveri 2.0 will be similar to what US, Russia, France and UK have already achieved, which is true strategic independence in aerospace manufacturing. United States leads the world in Adaptive Engine Transition Program, or AETP, and the latest next-generation adaptive propulsion project, which began only in 2022 for its sixth-generation fighter aircraft. More importantly, Kaveri 2.0 would also reduce vulnerability not just on foreign supply chains, but also against whimsical unilateral sanctions, which have become America's favorite new geopolitical tool. India's defense programs can't be held hostage by uncertain and increasingly untrustworthy American foreign policy. But what do you believe? Can India trust America? Leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.